morning. Good morning from East Texas, Plum Grove. uh, Hope you guys having a good morning. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Chris. Back number one. All right. Uh, it's going to be a hot day here in Texas. Good morning there, Jacob. Suzanne, good morning. I hear the birds chirping and the horses out there grazing. And good morning, Katie. Carla Kay, good morning. Joyce, Peggy, good morning. Kay Weston, good morning. They're going fast now. Sue Chapman, good morning. Uh, Martine, good morning. Uh, okay, getting them going from Wanda, good morning. Rose, Julie, Amy, Betsy Lou, Barb, Deborah Barnes, Jessica, uh, Anna Marie Piazza, Ann, I can't keep up with all those names now. Peggy Irwin, good morning, sweetie. Don, Penny, Janet, good morning, all you guys. Uh, Connie Hill, good morning, Connie. You okay? Uh, Connie had a stressful week, maybe still stressful for her. Losing a loved one don't just go away overnight, does it? Good morning there, Leanne, uh, Stephanie, Vera, Janet, Patty. My eyes kind of blurry this morning. Getting old. Getting old. Dot, good morning. Uh, our friend Ronnie is not doing well this morning. He's doing better yesterday. Good morning, Heather. Tried to call him this morning, and seriously, he made no sense. So, anyway, I don't know what's going on. His wife is there. I'm sure she's watched him, and she'll do what she got to be done. So, yeah, keep Ronnie in your prayers, guys. Uh, he's not well today. Uh, and this stuff has been lingering for a while with Ronnie, and he's kind of has his ups and down days, but never this, to me, never this bad. Uh, all I could get out of him was his head hurt, throat was dry, uh, you know, didn't feel good, but yeah, he couldn't hardly like talk real well with me, so uh, keep him in your prayers, okay? Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we also have two other prayer requests I know right off. Is Susan Spring needs prayer, and Vicky continue hers. You know, she's the one that had the surgery, but she's doing better. But she's continue to pray for her. She is doing a lot better. Uh, and Connie Hill, you know, remember she had the loss in the family last week, and don't forget her. Good morning, Reva, Dot, Marcia. Uh, where is Dot going? I didn't see where Dot's going. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Judy, good morning. Uh, yeah, thank you, Michelle and David Locker. Thank prayers for everyone. Thank you so much. Uh, anyway, it is Friday, and good morning from Montreal. Thank you. Uh, it's Friday, and we go get Lex today, and we're kind of excited about that. Well, we are excited about that. Uh, it'll be our first trip though, with the baby going with us. Now we had Coda Bear again yesterday. Coda Bear played hooky again yesterday. Boys, don't y'all wrestle here by my feet. I got Seamus and Kippy wanting to wrestle. Buster trying to sleep under my chair. Uh, yeah, happy Labor Day. I think Lex will be here through Monday, or most of the day Monday, because he won't be back to school until Tuesday. Probably be, I don't know if he'll be with us or with his dad, but yeah, we'll see him today. And I know he'll spend the night tonight. Possibly go up to his dad's tomorrow or Sunday, whenever. Uh, but it'll be our first trip with that baby. Now, some days she's perfect. Some days she's not. Yesterday was not her happy day. She couldn't do a lot. I mean, she couldn't come over here hardly at all because she's, babies. I don't know, babies are babies, I guess, you know. But this morning she seems to be really Dust brought her in at 5. I got up at 5 and unlocked the door, and shortly he come in with her, and she's asleep, sitting in her little not a bassinet, that little carrier beside me on the couch, and she's still asleep when I come out. She got up for her and saw, well, she's awake, so she laid on the other couch and dozed off too. And when I finally got up off the couch, I looked around, there's a dog in every chair. She in one end of the couch was banded up almost under her as a pillow, and the baby right there beside me, and Woody and Buster. But yeah, we'll go safe. It's a lot of traffic. This being a Labor Day weekend, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty well packed. But we'll go pick him up. We have to be there at 3:30, and we will probably not get back to 5, 5-ish, 5:30 maybe. And we'll have to come back through Splendor and drop the baby off with Dustin and Jill, because he'll come through here a little after 4, and he'll just be going home, and we'll meet him there. There's no need him waiting here until we get back, or come making another trip back. So, G's not gonna stay home. She's not gonna stay home. And the baby does say the baby travels well. They've already been places with the baby, and it travels good. So she'll sit in the back seat with it, and I'll be chauffeur. I'll be the chauffeur. St. Albans, I'm not sure where that's at. Miss Dallas, good morning. Morning, Janet. Also, Kim and I this morning. It's going to be a busy day for me. I want to do gifts and goodies here in a little while. For tomorrow's video, I'll probably put some things me and Kim are doing with it, because there won't be a lot of stuff to open, but I'll put her and I are going to paint this big room. We moved everything out on the porch, and I'll show you here in a minute. This porch is loaded with stuff. It's just, and a lot of the stuff come Monday or Tuesday when Ben comes back. We'll start taking the stuff we're not going to need back to where it goes. Whoever house it come from, or my shop, wherever it may have to go, it'll be removed off the porch. Because this next week, I've got some Thompson water seal I want to put on this deck, on this porch, and on this ramp, especially the ramp. Just to seal it in, and to protect it. It's treated wood, but I just want to, I've got it, so I might as well use it. And had it for a long time. Forgot what I got it for. I've never used it. Oh, I'm sorry, West Virginia. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to butt it on your conversation. I know sometimes you guys having conversations with me talking, and that's good. That's good. I'm glad to see all these folks. Yeah, the rooster. Good morning, roosters. I'm glad to see you guys making friends with each other. To me, that thrills me to know that so many of you guys have connected from here, but you've connected now. Y'all text, phone calls, or whatever throughout the week. That's awesome, I think. Uh, I've met friends through here too. That all y'all my friends, but some I talk to off and on. I get, Ronnie gives me a good cussing sometimes, and I hope I get to hear that again out of him. I'm worried about him this morning, but several of you guys out there I chat with on a regular basis. I would with everybody if I could, but my goodness, I'd be on the phone 24 hours a day. Uh, yeah, I love hearing the roosters too, Debbie. We've only got one left right now at our house, and someone said Bree's got an extra. Uh, and Lester's got, but I saw hers yesterday. I think they're older. Lester's got some young ones. Not Lester, Daniel. He's got some young ones, and he's not going to keep all of them. So I may try to get one of those because I don't think my older rooster will fight that young one, at least not now. They may get used to each other, you know. So I'm going to try to get one of them, I think, and put over there. I love roosters. I love to hear them crowing. The one Dan's got now used to roost on that little fence we had there when we had the three little sisters in the front pasture here, and on their little pen and Gidget's little pen, little shelter, it would roost on the fence right outside our bedroom window. Yeah, and at 3:30 in the morning, he'd crank up. Well, Dan's got him now, but he wakes up early, that guy. But it was the funniest thing when they were there. I loved it. It drove G crazy, and the dogs got a little crazy with it. But those goats, we're not talking just the daytime. We're talking about sometimes at night. They'd get out in that pen running and playing and get you with them, just running and playing. And they'd come flying, and I built them a ramp next to our wall. Next to our wall it's actually attached to our wall, log wall. But not a ramp, but like a platform. The goats like to sleep up on top of something. And they come flying in there and they jump up and start that wrestling. Butting heads, rearing up, butting heads. Thump, 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 thump. Stop. Make them stop. Oh, I love it. Okay. Jamie's got some roosters. Now let's talk about roosters for a minute. I don't want one of these fuzzy-legged, top-knotted, exotic roosters. I know they make a noise, but I want a real rooster, a real country rooster. You know, the old, what we used to call the old Dominicers, now they call them barred rock, or the old big red roosters, Rhode Island Reds, you know, stuff like that. Them old kind of roosters, you know, that's the kind of roosters I want. Real roosters. All these guys wanting these little fuzzy-legged roosters, and like Ronnie's got a bunch of roosters. Ronnie's got several breeds of chickens, seriously, and I think maybe Ricardo does too. But Ronnie's got several breeds that he keeps separate, and he got some of them little fuzzy-legged chickens, and little banty chickens, and little small ones, bantams. We call them banty. Yeah. Yeah, real roosters. I want some real roosters. Them He-Man roosters. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be our day today. Painting, gifts and goodies, and a trip to Houston. But tomorrow morning I'll cook breakfast for Lex. Me and him will have a big breakfast, and I'll enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. And I told G, when we move over here, I'm going to put a cook table, so to speak, on my back porch. The back porch ain't gonna be used by nobody but me. Uh, put it on that one end. And I may cook some breakfast and stuff out there, or maybe even video some of them out there, with modern stuff, just I like to do that outside, and I love going over and cooking over there. But right now, I don't want to cook on a wood heater or a wood stove. It's a little bit hot, a little bit hot for that. Wintertime better be great though. Uh, anyway, we got lots of plans. We get the floors painted today. That'll end the dust problem because we have swept and mopped and mopped and swept and mopped, dusted the walls down, and today was, if it's still there, if there's a little grain of dust in there, it ain't ever coming out. It's gonna get sealed in. It's staying. Yeah, it's staying. Uh, uh, yeah, thank y'all for the likes, hitting the like buttons, and the sharing, guys, and the subscriptions. Uh, that helps our channel. Okay, let's talk about my channel for a little bit. Now they're coming up with something else. I don't even know what it's called. Now I got to read up on it. People can. Hang on. I gotta. This thing may be important. It's from my mail lady. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Miss Morrow. I have a question for you. Did they pick your package up yesterday? It says y'all had a package pickup. Your wife Leanne Morrow. It was supposed to be on the front door. I don't know if they did that or not.
I think they had a couple picked up by. I thought Prime picked them up. Maybe someone else did. But they were picked up. Yeah, they were picked up. As far as I know, yeah.
It was. Okay, I was off yesterday, and I just saw the notice from yesterday, so I want to make sure they did do it.
I appreciate it, sweetie. If I find something when I get off of here, I'll go back to the house. I'll check. If it is, I'll give you a call.
Yes, just let me know.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sweetie. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
It's awesome to have a mail carrier like that. It truly is. I mean, she takes care of all of us. And when she's off, you know when she's off. When she's off, I guarantee you, because they had the substitutes coming, which I know they know what they're doing. But substitutes, they're just a substitute. They're not going. They're not required to go out of their way for you. I'm not saying that she goes out of her way for everybody. I think she on her route. It's not just us, because I've seen her make several trips out in different places because something come in late or whatever. She's just an awesome lady, and a young lady, and she's a single mom. And what impressed me one day, I was talking to her because she's a real cute little girl, and I said something to her. I says, "Well, what does your husband do?" And I wasn't hitting on her. And she said, "Well, I'm single mom." And I said, "Okay, well, that probably won't last long." She said, "Well, I'm waiting for God to send me somebody." Okay, that's a good answer. I thought so anyway. She says that's what happened with me. He sent me to her house. I don't know. I was on my way to see another girl, but I stopped. I should have stopped, baby. No, I'm just joking. Glad I did. But anyway, she's awesome, and we order. You guys know, you live out in the country. I know you can order chickens in the mail. Yeah, you can order chicks and stuff like that in the mail. Turkeys, ducks, guineas, and they ship them like overnight. Where they're coming from to the post office, and the post office will call you and say your chicks are here, and you go up, knock on the door, and they'll bring them to the door. She'll bring ours out here to us, and she'll tell me, she'll say, "I got chicks, and I can bring them. You can come get them. It's up to you." But I'm on my way out there right now. But yeah, I'll be watching. I'll be at the mailbox watching. If I'm not the mailbox, you drive right up here. And the same way for Kim and everybody else, and set them out. Really good lady. Uh, anyway, her name's Paula. Paula, yeah. Uh, I have her in my phone. Mail lady. M-A-I-L. Yeah, if Ronnie was on here, I'd have to be spelling that out to him. God love him. I'm not going to pick on him this morning because he's not well. Ronnie's not well today. And that worries me. Worries me. Anyway, I know we got some birthdays here today. Uh, let's see. Yeah, good morning, Molly. Uh, yeah, make sure everybody prays for Ronnie. Guy, he's. I've never heard Ronnie be uh, basically incoherent. Seriously, uh, he tried to. I first called him and I couldn't understand him, and I said, "You get a chance, text me," and well, his text wasn't no better. So I called him back. I said, "Man, what's wrong with you?" And it's like I say, you're almost incoherent. So, but his wife's there with him, so she'll watch over him and do what she's got to be done for him. Yeah, they have Trish had him on some meds, and that was one thing they told him when they took him to the doctor yesterday or the day before, what it was, that they're going to change those meds down some. Well, maybe they changed them to something that's not working either, or not working right with being coherent. So just keep him in your prayers. But he's been battling with this stuff for a while, and it needs to go somewhere and get this stuff under control. Uh, so anyway, y'all just keep in your prayers. Good Lord can touch it and it'll be done. But anyway, Lester will probably come get Lex tomorrow, I'm guessing. Uh, he may not until Sunday. I don't know. But usually he comes on Saturday. We get him on Friday nights, and he'll be here for breakfast. Lester will come on Saturday evenings, and they sometimes go eat. Him and Ellie and Lex will go out and eat. And sometimes Jamie too, and they'll all eat, and then he'll go home with Lester. I don't know if it's Labor Day weekend. What's the plan? Dan went down and mowed Camp Patty for me. And hey, Wood Dog got a haircut yesterday. Wood Dog, you want to show him your haircut, baby? Wood Dog. No? You should go to sleep in the chair. Buster gonna come back on that chair in a minute. You'll be in trouble. But anyway, he went down and mowed. I need to go down and weed eat. And like I said, on Monday or Tuesday, we're going to try to clean this porch off and get it more organized. Only keep the stuff over here we're going to be needing for whatever. We got to do the trim. I think the trim will be the next thing to go up in the top, along the top. We can't do, and we can do the windows. We can't do around the doors the doors or along the floor until we get the linoleum put down. And I'm guessing after the trim goes up, that would be next for us. Buddy will take care of all the plumbing, and Buddy's only able to do it in his spare time. He's working a lot of hours. Once they get all of it, out under the house, and then Ben and I and Kim will connect everything up and run it to the septic and all that. So I'll have to supervise. You got to have some brain work here. You got to have somebody who's got a brain. I had fun with Kim up here yesterday. We sang and everything else. I hope she wasn't recorded, but she had a lot of fun. Uh, all right, Brenda needs prayers. Okay, I didn't get to see exactly what's going on. I don't need to know, but God knows. So let's remember Brenda in our prayers. Uh, let's see, we got any more birthdays besides? I got one. I got Jessica. Jessica is the only birthday I've got so far. Any other birthdays besides Jessica? Uh, yeah, prayers are coming your way, Brenda. For you, they're coming for you. Uh, yeah, Lord, it couldn't have been awesome not with me tuning in with her. Uh, I came up out here yesterday. She was in there just singing away. And then at one time I come up and she was, what is going on? She done lost it. And no boat race this year. No boat race. Uh, if they are, nobody's got a boat. Nobody's got a boat. Uh, yeah, good morning, Vicki. Uh, I've only got one name, guys, for a birthday. A lot of happy birthdays to all who had one, but I don't have a one name here. Penny. All right, Penny is having a birthday on Sunday, so we'll go ahead and just knock her out today. We'll knock it out. Penny. Yeah, if you have a birthday yesterday or today, tomorrow, Sunday, we'll do it. Or if we missed yours, you know, let me know. Uh, yeah. Come Labor Day, I don't think we have big plans. I'm not for sure. Well, I don't know big plans. Uh, I don't know who all will be here. I know Dust and all of them. I think are going to be in Uvalde. Tina, I guess, and Rob and all of them, as far as I know. Uh, yeah, happy birthday for all the August folks. Yeah, August about gone, guys. It's about gone. And then September, we kind of start looking. You start looking for a little bit of cooler weather at some point. Not cool, not cold, but cooler, drifting down off and on. We don't really get cool weather that you can call cool weather to probably up in October. Uh, uh, all right, Amy Walton needs prayer also, guys. Remember Amy, okay? Amy's asking for prayers. Uh, Good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Kathy. All right, Wendy. You see, Amy, how that? You said you'd pray for me, and look at there. All these prayers coming up for you. These folks will pray. There's prayer warriors out here on this channel here. I guarantee you. Uh, yeah, you guys up north got a cool spell. I've seen that. Uh, Steve trying to up here in Tennessee tried to upset me the other morning. He called me up real bright and early. Hey, guess what I got up to? 58 degrees. Knowing I'm down there sweating. Yeah, me and my coffee cup was sweating, and he's up there in the nice cool air. But it'll eventually one day get down here, and then about January, February, we say, I'll be glad spring gets here. You know, we never happy, are we? We never happy. Uh, yeah, Dot loves Amazing Grace. She wanted us to sing it the other day. I don't know. I got over late, but I don't know if that whole group would want to sing or not at dinner time. They might would. It'd be kind of neat if they did. But I love Amazing Grace too, Dot. I do. It's one of my favorite songs. Uh, it kind of portrays all of us in a sense, don't it? Yeah. Cold in Canton. That's Ohio, not Canton, Texas. That's Ohio. Canton, Texas, still hot. Okay, we're gonna get going here with these songs. And if you come on here, or if you're late and you get on here and it's your birthday, we'll do it. Emma has a birthday. Okay, Emma. Hang on. See? Emma says, hey, it's my birthday too. Okay, we got it. We're going to do it. 55 at Watertown. Ooh, boy. Kevin, good morning. Colorado Springs. That's where old Joe Kidda is. Yeah, Lieutenant Joe Kidda. Homicide hunter. I love that show. Love that show. That dude has solved a lot of crimes. I guarantee you. Yeah, a lot of crimes. I think it's like 300 and something homicides. And G and I was talking. All the years I worked in the sheriff's department, we cleared them, we solved them, but I think I only worked probably about 4, maybe 5 homicides. All those years. This guy worked 300 or 400. It's crazy. Oh yeah. Okay, there's Rose. Good morning, Rose. Thank you. Yeah, it does have a good. That's why I was telling G and Kim yesterday. We just not put furniture over. We all come over and just sing. I said, G, you just go over and sing your songs. Yeah. Used to live in New Caney. Wow, that's not far. I'm in New Caney all the time. It's by the crow flies, probably 8 or 10 miles. By the road, it's 15. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna sing our song and get this out of the way, okay? I've got Jessica, Penny, and Emma. Okay. Woods? Is there Woods on here? Oh, Woody's your son. Okay. Woody. It's not you, Wood Dog. Make sure he don't jump up and start clapping his hands. He's thinking it's his birthday. He'll want something special. Okay, we're gonna get it going here. All right, we're gonna get Woody. We're gonna get Woody. Okay. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. I'm gonna put a little bounce to it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jessica, Penny, Emma, and Woody. Happy birthday to you. How's that? Yeah, that was free. I don't charge you for that. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to all. That's right. If you got a birthday and we missed it, yeah. Cha cha cha. There you go. Ouch. Is that it hurt? Did my song hurt? I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it didn't hurt some. Pour me a little bit more coffee. Come out one day, drink my coffee, had my cup, and then I had a thermos extra. I like to drink coffee. And I got ready to pour some more. I looked down, my thermos had turned over. I didn't know it, and it all run out through that little hole. Every bit of it. Any other time, you couldn't have poured it out at all. So y'all talking about the feast story on my morning video this morning. You know, I've been in hay fields, cutting hay. You take you're not tasting hay, but you're just eating, man, chew on a little bit of hay stick, hay straw, what are you gonna call it? Stem, yeah, That's a normal thing. You see guys out in the hay field, someone walk around, they may have on, yeah, it's gonna be good crop or what, they talking their stuff, And I don't think they're really tasting it just to taste it, A lot of it is kind of a little sweet taste to it, the stems, because that sap is in there, and it's got a little sweetness to it. But I've never, I think all the years I've been going to, there's somebody right there, somebody else, uh, going to feed stores, buying feeds. I do smell feed sometimes because sometimes you open a bag thing that don't smell good. And I always look at feed. Sometimes feed can get stuck back. I haven't ever had that problem down here, but I have bought feed before where it had been stuck back so long it may have a little mildew, a little mold on it. Well, it's no good. You don't want to feed your animals that stuff. Uh, but I've never watched someone go in and eat the feed before they'd back. My daughter. Well, she took after her mama. Took after her mama on that. Yeah. And even Tim was in shock. He come out of that bag. She's eating feed. She's eating feed, PawPaw. I don't know what to tell you. That's her mama's daughter. Yeah. But yeah, she said, well, yeah, I taste to make sure it's good. Okay. And I saw someone else say just a minute ago, said, I taste my feed too. Uh, well, I've got some hen scratch I'll send to you. You taste it. I don't think it's got a taste. I've never tasted it. I may. Want to go out and taste the hen scratch after a while. I'm not going to chew on a cube. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That'd be what Kim does next. You love sweet corn raw? Well, yeah, it's on the ear of corn. Yeah, it's still out there in the field. That's different than that old dried out corn that's in these feed sacks. Yeah, Cowboy Feed Store it's I'm not trying to drum them business up for them. They do a great business, and it is just it's flourished. It's flourished since they opened it up. Uh, and part of the reason it's done so well is Ralph. I guarantee you, Ralph knows the customers. He knows the area. He knows what people feed. He knows what you know, uh, what they ask for, and that's what makes a business. Plus the personality of the people working for you. No matter how good the product is, if you go in there and they're all a bunch of sour pussies, you don't really care to go back. If they're rude or whatever. But these guys. Now I'm not talking about the donut, the free donuts, but just the free coffee. I'm talking about just their personalities. They always got time to laugh and chat, but they're knowledgeable about what things are and what you're looking for. If they don't have it, they'll order it for you. I went in and I told Ralph, I said, I like to worm my goats with that positive pellet. It knocks out those barber pole worms. That's the worst worms goats can get. And they'll be infested almost before you really actually realize it. Sometimes it's almost too late if you don't really get to it. So I try to do mine like every month or so, and you can get it other places, but a little 6-pound bag don't worm all my goats, so I have to buy 2 of them little bags. I said, can you order that stuff? He said, yeah. He says, you want a 6-pound bag or you want the 25-pound bag? Well, the 25-pound bag is very expensive, but I said, yeah, I put it there and keep it, safe, and there'll be plenty for several wormies, without having to come back and forth every time looking for it, So, yeah, they had a little black cat there. I saw the black cat. I don't know if it just came there or what, but it's there. It is. And the little dogs are cute. You go in, I always go, I don't like to try to get nobody's way, because I'm not in no big hurry. And they stay crowded. That's why I haven't been able to do a lot of video. And the other day, just me and Kim there for a little bit. But most time, they're really crowded. So I just go in and sit down on a stack of feed there and chat with them as they, coming and going. And then when it kind of clears out, they know what I want, and I'll pay for my stuff and go. But yeah, there was a black cat there, and them 2 little dogs. They'll come up and get up on the sack of feed with you. They know me, I guess, and so it's just like they'll get up here and just one on each side, just like little kids, Kim's a lot of fun. see someone talk about Kim. Kim is a lot of fun to work with. Kim, now, she can get angry. She can get angry now. She called me down in the woods the other day on my phone, wanting to fuss. What? What, Kim? What? I don't know. I don't know why you're doing such such. That ain't what I'm doing, Kim. I had to explain to her because she got the story halfway. You know, girls sometimes don't get it straight. Sorry. But we had a lot of fun. She dish it out too. I tell you what, she can dish it out. The funny thing was, and she may have already told y'all, she cooked this meal yesterday and it was good, I'll tell you. I don't know what all was in it, but lots of bell pepper. You can taste the bell pepper, really strong in it. I love that. But it's like potatoes and stuff and sliced up sausage and bell pepper and cheese. I don't know what else. She let Levi help her make it. I said, oh, Lord, I don't know about that. She said, yeah. He stood right there and helped me make it. I told him it'll be ready in a couple of hours. And he said, I'll just eat weenies. Oh, Levi and his weenies. But she brought us a dish down last night, and I ate some. It was really good stuff. Even though Levi helped make it, it's still good stuff. Kim is very talented. She watches. She's done it all too. She's done almost anything you want to ask her, you know, in a house or around a barn even. But she watches all these do-it-yourself, yeah, DIY things about stuff, and she's learned so much. Tell you a funny story about the old house that I grew up in. It burned several years ago. The old house started. My dad lived in it out here on this where the sanctuary is now. And in 1940, my grandmother wanted it moved down to where Kim's house is now. So they took it apart and went down and rebuilt it. When they rebuilt it, they put it upstairs on it. And then, and that's the way it was all of our lives. And then when my mom passed and Kim took the old house over, well, she started remodeling. The first thing she did, I think our old dining room become a kitchen. You go down one day, you walk in, the old kitchen is there, but you can tell something ain't right. You walk through the dining room door, here's a new kitchen. Yeah, a new kitchen. Oh, we used to doing it. I mean, it's nice. She's got textured on walls, and she has a name for all this stuff. You know, I did this here. Beautiful, beautiful work. And then you go down 6 months or a year later, and the kitchen's back where it used to be. And it's beautiful again. I said, Lord, I don't even know when I come in your house, I don't even know where I'm going to eat or where I'm going to sit. You never know. But she did all kinds of stuff in our house. She did the stuff. And that's the way she is. And she got this double wide she's in now. It was just a plain Jane, little nice, but double wide mobile home. And immediately she went to work in it. And it don't look like nothing like it did the day she got it. Nothing. And I'm not talking about decorations. I'm talking about the interior, how it's laid out. She changed up so much stuff and still changing stuff. I heard her telling Ted the other day she wanted him to come by and do something. Ted is kind of he's very talented. Y'all saw that. But he's very skilled. He's done a lot of this stuff, but he also has other jobs he does too. So he does this kind of as a sideline, just kind of a sideline. So he can only do it like on weekends and stuff like that because he has a job. So, but anyway, he's done a lot of work for us. Well, he did all this here, but he's done a lot of work for Kim. He's worked for me before. Does some work for me before. And I'm not talking about just carpentry, but like we put in a new septic system over there once, and he come in and did all that. So it's just he's very talented, and it's good to know people like that. Yeah, it is. Very reasonable too. Dan come over yesterday and looked at the ramp, loved the ramp, him and Lou. He said, I love a ramp, ought to get me one. Lou said, oh no, you don't need one yet. I'd like to have a ramp too. Yeah, we're enjoying this one. My legs have been so much better since we've got this ramp. I'm serious. When I was coming up down the stairs 1,000 times a day, my legs, my knees hurt at night. They hurt all day. I just find myself not even just want to sit down somewhere. Now I come up and down, just it's not really a problem. Jiva's sitting in here, and she says, "I know it's Dad coming because I hear this. Every step I made that cane. I was probably doing it on purpose, making it a little bit loud so they know I'm coming. They straighten up, act right when I get in there." Kim and I put up one sheet of the paneling yesterday where the toilet goes. Bud had the line, and it cut that hole just right where that line come through. And Kim did all that. She called and said, Dad, you come help me. She said, I can't put this up by myself. I didn't know she was going to try to put it up. She said she's going to cut the hole. So I come over and she says, it won't, I don't know what we're going to do. I can't stand it up in there. And I said, well, you get on that end, and I'll get on this end. I said, go up in the bathtub. Go up in the bathtub with it. She, in the bathtub? Yeah, get up in that bathtub with that end. So she got up in the bathtub and was able to work it around and come up on that wall. Dan may have to do the same thing. So she takes a picture of what's left. There's only one sheet. Needs to go in there in the bathroom and be done, except for the trim and stuff. It's where the vanity will be, and that plumbing's coming through. And she said, yes, Ronnie's brother is still sick. He's on hospice. Yeah, that's a concern there too. So remember Donnie, his name is Donnie. Yeah. I feel bad I didn't mention that. Yeah, he is sick. Yeah, I talked to Vera last night. He was doing better last night. I talked to him yesterday evening. I never could get hold of him all day long yesterday. And I had so many people contact me, won't know that I talked to Ronnie and I couldn't get a hold of him. And I tried 2 or 3 times and the phone just ring. I said, well, he's probably asleep. And sure enough, when I did talk to him, he said, yeah, he said, I've been asleep most all day, but I feel better. He said, I still got a little headache and this and that, but I feel a lot better. But then this morning, really concerned with him this morning. I was hoping he'd be even better this morning, and be with us here on our live, Ronnie's he's a fun guy. He truly is a fun guy. And he comes up with so much. He comes up with so much trash, mostly about me, And now he gets Steve and Thomas and them all involved against me. They all own me. They all, yeah. Steve's not as bad as Thomas. Thomas up there in Alaska is an instigator. He'll listen to what Ronnie says about me, and he'll call me or text me what Ronnie said. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say something back. So then he sends that to Ronnie. So it's just kind of a 3-way thing all day long sometimes. A lot of fun. It's all in fun. Anyway, guys, I've told you about our plans. I don't know what else to tell you about that's going on here. I don't know about Labor Day. I don't know who all will be here. I think Dan and Lou may be here this Labor Day because he brought his boat home. He keeps his boat up there at his camp house. But he brought it home. I says, what's the deal with your boat? He said, well, Dad, the lake's down about 8 foot. He said, I don't want to fish in that when it's that down that much. So it's been kind of dry here. We've got some rains to keep the grasses growing, but not enough to keep these lakes filled up. Not like they had out there in West Texas, and we don't want nothing like that either. I think some of them lakes out there have been real low until all that flooding come, and they filled them all right up almost overnight. But we don't need that here. We've been very fortunate so far about even hurricanes. There's been nothing coming into the Gulf yet to us. and hopefully it don't happen. Hopefully it don't, but it's still early in the season. Still early in the season. Uh, Lisa, I don't know what y'all asking about. I might know the answer. I didn't see it come across. Maybe not. Maybe not. Uh, Don and them's having a fish fry. All right. That's like a good fish fry. Uh, Lester's expecting a calf. Okay. Yeah, I think he's got several cows been having calves and coming along to have calves. Uh, I've got one or two out there starting to make an udder. Uh, okay, Lisa, you may be right. That might what to be the problem is because the thing is, I don't know why it's lingered so long. I don't know. You think there's something that could handle on it, but now. Uh, yeah, Peggy, thank you so much. I wish you the same. Lester didn't go live today. Maybe he's out there in the pasture with his cow. Uh, we had a fish fry here recently over at Dan's, and Rob and Dan cooked, and uh, what was that? Was it Mother's Day? Maybe Mother's Day. Uh, yeah, I was hoping they'd put Ronnie in the hospital because I think they'd get a handle on what's going on quicker. In my opinion, it's just me. Sometimes you'd have a lot of different people looking at you. Uh, but they didn't. They just sent him home with some different medicine. So anyway, it is what it is. Just pray for him. Yeah, all you Canadian friends and all you guys around the world, hope y'all have a great weekend. It may not be a Labor Day weekend to you, but I hope you have a good weekend. Uh, I know in this part of the country, Labor Day is uh, lots of barbecues and picnics, and the lakes will be full of people. Uh, yeah, just all recreation type stuff, and it's kind of one of those. Used to be a holiday before school started back. School back in the day didn't start until the week after Labor Day, the week after Labor Day. But now they start way back up in early August. Uh, so Labor Day becomes just a weekend. But yeah, back in those days, everybody did everything because the Labor Day was the last holiday before you went back to school. And times have changed on that, hasn't it? Some schools want to go year round or do go year round. I don't think I'd like that. I don't think I'd like it. Uh, so anyway, I hope all you guys have a great weekend. Eat, drink, and be merry, but make sure you're responsible. Okay? Drink Gatorade, yeah, or tea. And for sure, don't drink and drive. For sure. When I worked for the sheriff's office, I've seen so much of that, and it does not have a good ending. It does not have a good ending. Uh, People hurt other people. They hurt themselves. They for sure going to go to jail. And lots, sometimes it's a whole lot worse than that. Depending on what all happened. Where in Canada are people from? I'm sure most of them from Canada. I would think. Uh, I've been watching this old boy in Canada on I forget what part of Canada. It's one of these here uh, YouTube deals where off-grid type thing. Uh, it's pretty neat watching. I watched several of them. It's pretty neat watching these guys, up there in this wilderness, and I mean they a long ways from civilization. I mean they sometimes the only way there is by boat, and or in wintertime maybe, you know, snowmobile or something. But I think to myself how hard that would be carrying everything you're gonna need up there to build something to live in. You know, that'd be tough. I think it'd be so tough. It'd be like the old days, you know, folks, wherever it's frontier, you know, trying to build out of what's handy. And yeah, they did it. They did it. You know, it was a lot of work. Uh, but I like those type of shows. And she watches all kinds. Stop that, Buster. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all can't be doing that kind of stuff all around me. Want to wrestle. Uh, yeah, there's some good shows out there. Anyway, uh, I'm gonna get off here a little bit early. Get out of here. I've got to get over and do some stuff at the house before Kim comes to paint. She's gonna be here this morning to paint. Uh, who's stubborn? Who's stubborn? I ain't stubborn. Uh, I am moving my desk over here. Yeah, old Ronnie just irritates me to death on that. Every time he'd call, if she was in the same room, he'd be on speaker and say, and you don't need to take that old junky desk over there. Yeah, that desk is going, Ronnie. I don't care where it sits, it's going though. It's going with me. Well, you don't need to go. Oh, the fun thing I'll tell you before we close up here, the funny thing about G is she comes in, she sits there in the room, and she's looking around, and she'll get up, and she'll go measure a space. And she'll come back, she'll sit there, and you see her thinking. She's thinking. And she'll get up and go measure another space. What's that, G? What's that? What's going to be there, G? Because I know what she's doing. She's trying to plan where everything's going to sit. Well, I don't know if we can bring both couches. I said, yeah, we're bringing both couches, baby. We don't have enough room as it is when people come. Yeah, we got to have both couches. They got to both come. And so she's figuring where everything's going to sit. There's so many things that's not going to come. I know some things can't come. And but my desk's coming. I don't care. And I told her, look, I don't care where the desk sits. It don't got to be in the front room. It can be in the laundry room. I don't care. But I have my stuff in that desk that I want to be there. And anytime I'm doing any kind of records keeping or whatever I might be doing, it's all in the desk. And Ronnie says it's full of screws and nuts, but it ain't. And I say it can be in there. You know, that's fine. I don't care where it's at as long as it's in the house. You know, so it's coming. It's coming. But we have a lot of fun, and it's been it's going to be tight in a way. Kim was showing yesterday how the kitchen's going to kind of like almost like a U shape on that one end. You know, it'll come down. All the cooking and cabinets along that one wall, then on the sides, off that end, you'll have a refrigerator on one, you have a coffee bar or something on the other, and the pantry on one. So it's all going to be kind of a U-shaped on that end, and the table, dining table, not very far from all that. And then from that on, it's our living area, so it's going to be tight. We know that. We may have to feed in shifts, you know, on Sunday dinner. Say, okay, y'all can come in shifts. Yeah. I told him about the cranberry juice, and he said he went and said his wife to get some, and he's been drinking it. That was yesterday or the day before I told him about the cranberry juice. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. I love y'all, and listen, pray for these guys that need a prayer, okay? Seriously, and I always say, people ask for prayer, that means they believe in it, and we doggone should pray for it. We believe in it too, and that's just my belief. And I don't know what that bird's fussing at me for. Is that right up there squawking at me? But anyway, and have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend, okay? Stay safe. If you're up there in the cold weather, stay warm. If you're down here in the hot, stay cool. We try to stay cool down here. So I love every one of you guys. Y'all take care, and we'll see you back here on Monday on our regular lives. It'll be Labor Day. I know a lot of y'all won't be here probably, but we'll try to show up and chat about what we're going to do maybe and give some updates on stuff. And we'll talk to you guys then, okay? I love y'all. Y'all take care. Don't forget the prayers, okay? They're needed. I love y'all.